Once upon a time, there was a woman named Sarah who had a daughter named Lily. Lily was 5 years old, and Sarah loved her more than anything in the world. Sarah gave birth to Lily outside wedlock. Sarah met a kind man named David, and they fell in love. They both got married, and Sarah was so happy to have found someone who loved her and Lily so much. However, Sarah was not able to have more children after Lily. David was disappointed at first, but he quickly realized that Lily was all that he needed to be happy. He took care of Sarah and Lily, making sure they had everything they needed. He sent Lily to the best school in town, where she excelled in her studies. As Lily grew older, she started answering Mr. David's last name instead of her own name. She loved him like a father and was grateful for all he had done for her and her mother. David was proud to have Lily as his daughter, and Sarah was grateful to have such a loving husband. And so their family continued to grow stronger and closer with each passing day. When Lily graduated from school with top honor, Mr. David was beaming with pride. He knew she was destined for great things and wanted to support her in any way he could. On her 20th birthday, Mr. David surprised Lily with a brand new car and the key to a beautiful house. Lily was overwhelmed with gratitude and could not believe her luck. She hugged Mr. David tightly. Tears of joy streamed down her face. Sarah watched on, her heart full of love for her husband and daughter. The house was perfect, with a big background for Lily to enjoy and plenty of space for her to pursue her dream. So after 1 year of graduation from school, Lily found out that she was pregnant. She was scared and unsure of what to do. When Sarah and David found out, they were shocked, but their first instinct was to support Lily no matter what. They sat down with Lily and asked her who the father of the child was. But Lily refused to tell them because she was scared and uncertain of what they would do. She was very scared for what they would think and did not want to disappoint them. Sarah and David were disappointed that Lily could not confide in them, but they understood her fear and respected her decision. Instead of pushing Lily to reveal the truth, Sarah and David made a promise to her. They promised to take care of Lily's child as their own no matter what. They assured her that they would love the baby just as much as they loved her, and that they would always be there for both of them. Lily was overwhelmed with gratitude and relieved. She knew that she was lucky to have such a loving and supportive parent. With Sarah and David by her side, Lily felt like she could face anything that comes her way. And as they waited for the arrival of the newest member of the family, their bond only grew stronger. As Lily gave birth to a beautiful baby boy, the entire family was overjoyed. The little baby brought so much happiness and joy into their lives. They celebrated the new addition in their family with laughter and smile, cherishing every moment together. Shortly after the celebration, Mr. David had to travel for a business trip abroad. Lily was left in care of her mother. Lily felt very ill and had to be admitted to the hospital, where she was confirmed to be 2 months pregnant. Sarah was left to care for Lily and the baby. She was anxious, waiting for Mr. David to return. As they tendered Lily's need, Sarah realized that Lily and her baby need a change of clothes. For the first time, Sarah had to access Lily's room, as Lily had always made it clear that her room was off limits to her mother. As Sarah entered Lily's room, she was met with the biggest shock of betrayal in her life. The room was decorated with Lily's and Mr. Davis' picture of their court wedding was pasted on the wall. Sarah's heart sank as she realized the truth that has been hidden from her all this time, that Mr. David, her husband, is the father of Lily's child, and he's also the one that is responsible for Lily's pregnancy. Confusion and heartbroken filled Sarah's mind as she tried to make sense of the situation. She was torn between her love for her daughter and her loyalty for her husband. With a heavy heart, Sarah knew that she had to confront Lily about the shocking discovery and unravel the truth behind the hidden secret that threatened to tear the families apart. As Sarah's heart shattered into a million pieces, she opened a wardrobe in Lily's room, and she found out there is a traveling document for Mr. David and Lily. It became clear to her that Lily and Mr. David has planned to leave her behind and start a new life together. The betrayal cut deep, and Sarah felt a mix of anger and sadness. She confronted Lily about the shocking discovery. Sarah demanded for an explanation. Lily's response was a painful blow to her mother's heart. Lily coldly told her mother that she was only helping her to do what she could not do by herself. Lily revealed that she was pregnant with another child, a sibling for her boy. Sarah was heartbroken. The realization that her own daughter and husband has planned to abandon her was a devastating blow. As she tried to come to terms with the betrayal, Mr. David added salt to the wound by telling Sarah that he could not be with an unfruitful woman. The words stormed, and Sarah felt a deep sense of rejection and abandonment. Mr. David left his wife and traveled with Lily and started a new life with Lily together. He lived with Lily as a wife for 2 years, and later Mr. David fell sick. And when he went to the hospital for a checkup, the hospital people, they confirmed him to be impotent. He was devastated and heartbroken, and he confronted Lily, and she confessed to him that the children were not actually his, but for their driver. Mr. David could not believe that he had been raising another man's children all these years. The realization hit him like a ton of bricks, shattered his world into a million pieces. Mr. David divorced Lily, and she was sent out to the streets with nothing. The moral lesson of this story is that deception and lies can have a far-reaching consequences and can destroy the foundation of love and family. It is important to be truthful and transparent with those we care about. Our secrets and lies can lead to heartbreak and rejection.